Have you ever felt that someone was gradually influencing your thoughts, decisions, or emotions without you being able to pinpoint how? You might have sensed something was off, perhaps you began doubting yourself more, apologizing unnecessarily, or feeling pressured to prove your loyalty. The truth is, manipulation often disguises itself in subtlety. Rather than using intimidation or force, manipulators influence your mind in quiet ways, often without you realizing until you are deeply affected. Today, we will explore how manipulators control others, and understanding their tactics can protect you from emotional dominance. Awareness brings clarity, and once you see these techniques clearly, they begin to lose their effectiveness. Let's delve into one of the most prevalent manipulation strategies, gaslighting. This occurs when someone makes you question your own memory, perception, or understanding of reality. Initially, it may seem trivial. For example, you might remind them, "You promised you would call me yesterday," to which they might retort, "I never said that," or "You were remembering it incorrectly." Over time, these small interactions accumulate, causing you to begin doubting your understanding. You might wonder if you are indeed being too sensitive or if your memory is unreliable. This uncertainty is precisely what the manipulator desires, as it leads you to depend on their version of reality. Another technique is guilt trapping. Manipulators excel at making others feel guilty, even when the situation isn't their fault. Phrases like, "After everything I've done for you," are common. Such statements are designed to elicit guilt, which is one of the most potent emotional pressures. Most people despise the feeling of causing someone else pain, prompting them to apologize or change their plans to alleviate their discomfort. This reinforces the manipulator's control, as they learn that they can trigger guilt to get what they want. Playing the victim is another manipulation tactic where the manipulator positions themselves as perpetually mistreated. Regardless of the situation, they manage to emerge as the victim. If confronted, they shift the focus, drawing sympathy away from accountability. This approach creates confusion, and instead of confronting the manipulator, people begin to comfort them, lowering their defenses and allowing the manipulator to regain control. When someone appears vulnerable, they often elicit a protective response from others, making them easier to manipulate. A particularly insidious tactic is love bombing, which usually occurs at the outset of a relationship. Initially, a manipulator showers you with intense attention, lavishing praise and making you feel like the most important person in their life. However, over time, this attention diminishes, and you begin to question what has changed. As their affection becomes erratic, you might find yourself striving to regain that initial attention and approval, unknowingly handing over control to them as you chase after the affection they once offered freely. Isolation is also a common manipulation strategy. Manipulators often attempt to separate you from your support systems, subtly planting seeds of doubt about your friends or family. Comments like, "Your friends don't really care about you," may seem innocuous, but they compound over time, leading you to spend less time with others and relying more on the manipulator for emotional support. Once isolated, individuals become much easier to control, as there are fewer external perspectives to challenge the manipulator's influence. Confusion as a tactic involves manipulators sending mixed signals. One day they might be warm and supportive, and the next day cold and distant. This unpredictability keeps you emotionally off balance, making you constantly question their mood and your own standing in the relationship. The danger of manipulation is exacerbated by the fact that manipulators often don't fit the stereotype of a villain. They can be charming, funny, and charismatic, which leads people to trust them quickly. However, beneath that charm may lie a pattern of controlling behavior. The good news is that manipulation loses its power when you understand it. Recognizing these tactics allows you to question what is happening rather than reacting automatically. You can begin to trust your instincts and establish boundaries. Healthy relationships are characterized by honesty, mutual respect, and emotional safety, rather than confusion, guilt, or control. So, if you start noticing these patterns in someone's behavior, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself whether you feel respected in the relationship or if you are frequently pressured, guilty, or uncertain. The moment manipulation becomes apparent is precisely when manipulators begin to lose their grip on you.